with anticipation. Not going to keep them waiting any longer. Here he is, Joshua Jackson. Joshua. What I like. Joshua, how you doing?
I'm very well. How about
over there?
Thanks for having me out.
Joshua, you're the heartthrob of every 12-year-old in America.
Excellent.
That's it. And you're a blonde today, too.
Just for another couple hours, yeah. This is for a job I've been doing up in Toronto called Urban Legend.
You're on hiatus now from Dawson's.
Yeah.
This is a movie you're working on?
Yeah. Well, they decided, you know, I can't act, so, you know, better do something with the hair instead.
Actually, your mom worked in the business. That's how you got started?
Yeah, my mom was actually, well, my mom did everything in the business, but my mother was a casting director, which is like a good little bit of nepotism. So she brought me in and said, I really like this kid. I think he's good. You should give him a job.
Casting director for what show?
She cast MacGyver for a while, which is actually where I got my first job. And then she did a lot of movies in Vancouver.
Did you beg her for the opportunity to work on MacGyver? Mommy, please, Mommy, please.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't quite put it like that, but yeah,
I did. So who did you play on MacGyver? Was it
on MacGyver, I was like extra kid number 8.
Yeah.
Because my mother, she wanted to make sure that I had a healthy respect for the work. I mean, as you know, you do this every day. So she made me do a lot of extra work and stand-ins before I was ever allowed to audition for any substantial
Well, that's great.
parts.
It gave you a great experience, a great insight into what the whole business
so,
is about.
on the weekends, I would go and I'd do, an extra gig, and I work for 8 hours. And she thought this would kind of dissuade me. And I was like, no, this is great. I love this. I go in, I hang out with kids, and I play with toys, and they pay me. This is great.
And the big break was the Mighty Ducks film?
That's me.
Now, you're right over here, yeah.
I'm this one.
You're a redhead on this one, right?
No, I was,
sandy-haired?
It was like, that's prepubescent.
But you could skate.
I could skate, yeah. Yeah, they actually, for the first one, they had to polish up my skills, but yeah, this was great times.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emilio. This was Ducks 2. Yeah.
Ducks 2.
Yeah. It's like, it's like I grew up. Every 2 years, we did one of these Ducks movies, and I'd go back and I'd see these guys, and I was like, hey, it's like a reunion. How you guys doing?
So life is a big ball for you, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
How old are you?
I just turned 20.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Single.
Yes.
Girlfriend?
No. That would be the non-single.
I'm telling you, I feel something. So tell me about your life. Now you're on top of the heap. You got this hot show, Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Critics love it. The audience love it.
Yeah, and I love being on it. Let me tell you, it's been great. We finished work in December, and the show didn't come out for another month after that, and then the hype machine was just going gangbusters.
Went crazy, yeah.
And we were all worried. What if this comes out? Everybody sees the show and goes, what is this all about? So we spent a month kind of, biting the nails, and then the show came out, and it exploded. It was a fun. We were on the cover of TV Guide, collector's edition, after 6 weeks on the air.
I know, that's great.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So, I'm intensely happy with how well this season's gone. And now the challenge is to go back. We had strong points and weak points in the show this year, so now we get to go back and try and make it a better show for next year.
And you play a character named Pacey?
Pacey, yes.
Yeah. What's Pacey like?
Well, it depends on who you ask, really. Some would say that he's the charming guy next door, and some would say that he's the obnoxious guy down the creek.
And who do you... down the creek. And who do you think he is?
I'll go with charming guy next door.
You're no fool. Why not? All right, well, let's take a look at Pacey in action now. In this particular scene from Dawson's Creek, he's talking about an incident with his dad. Does he get along with his dad?
No, he has a very rough relationship with his entire family. This is the side of Pacey that's the nice guy, and then there is the more irreverent side. But this is where he's trying to... Joey is having family troubles, who's played by Katie Holmes, and he's trying to convince her to reconcile with her father.
All right, fine. Let's take a look at Joshua Jackson, Dawson's Creek.
It's the best setup I've ever.
What's up, man?
Thank you. That's the fun of the job.
The scripts are uncommonly good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think
absolutely.
the teenage audience appreciates that.
It was something that drove me crazy when I was a teenager last week. Was the fact that I always felt like I was being condescended to. And Kevin Williamson, the guy who wrote both the Scream movies and I Know What You Did Last Summer, assumes that the teen audience is able to comprehend more eloquent speech and can stand provocative thought. And that's what we do on Dawson's Creek, is we try and provoke our audience. And it's great, and that's the fun part for me, is that you know, I get to do some of the light comedy stuff, especially in my character, and then we turn around and do stuff like this. It's
terrific.
Makes the job
You're
interesting.
off to a great start in your career. Thanks very much
you,
for
sir.
coming by. Good to see you, Dawson. Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock over there on the WB, all right? Joshua Jackson, everybody. We'll be right back in a moment.